Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Andy, and once again, I am here so honored and pleased to welcome yet another guest and participant with us on the Saturday, January 31st event at Casa, Hacienda. This is our big Wellness Expo 2026. We're talking personal finance wellness. We're talking physical fitness wellness, nutrition, business, and community wellness as a whole. So today, I am really excited to invite to the studio Alex Lombrozo. He is a broker here in town, and he is helping sponsor this event. And I've met Alex at other events at Casa Hacienda as well, and he has such a heart for the community and being a active participant, not just being visible, but actually being a participant in the neighborhoods and communities that we serve. So, Alex, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much, Andy.
It's good to have you here. I'm so excited. The last time I saw you at Casa Hacienda, man, you were just like talking to everybody.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like you were like co-hosting, to be honest. So like, yeah, Ricky's hosting this thing. I'm like, but hey, look at Alex go.
You know what? It's these events are so great. And to be honest with you, what I really enjoy is just being out there, meeting people from all walks of life, people that are, opening up businesses or that are seasoned professionals or new professionals. So it's really exciting. And, it's fun to kind of get out there and meet people. So
when did you first hear about Casa Hacienda?
Casa Hacienda, I heard about them about a year ago, actually. And I had heard about them and didn't really know what it was. I thought it was just kind of, a place to be able to host events, et cetera, a nice property. And once I met Ricky, and just kind of the crew, right? Because, Ricky's got his little, his crew.
You said Ricky, and you immediately started doing this, like Ricky equals dancing. Yeah.
Yes.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he's a much better dancer than me, by the way. But
yeah, but you did it. I saw.
I tried. But once I really started understanding what he was doing and just the people around him, I was blown away, and I said, I really want to participate with this. This is a fantastic way to, get my hands a little bit more wet with the community. So
I have to commend you because, Ricky handed you the microphone in front of like 200 people, and you're like, well, here we go. And you just like went and did it. And I was like, wow, look at him go. And I'm not trying to be like overstating that because you're sitting here. It's just like, most people don't do that, right?
Yeah.
Most people can't do that, or they're so like scared of doing that. Dude, you just look so comfortable and natural. But at the same time, having not known you really well prior to that, I was like, oh man, this guy, he really does care. Like and not like I thought you didn't care, but I'm watching you, I'm listening to how you're talking to people and how you were sharing. I'm like, oh man, he's really just talking from his heart right now. Yeah. And that was awesome. That was really awesome.
Absolutely. And I appreciate that. And at the end of the day, at the fundamental core, I think of any business where you're serving a community, you need to care. You need to really like put the business aspect aside and, just really understand what it is that individual or that family is looking to accomplish, right? So, yeah, I believe in that saying, sharing is caring. And, when you do things with heart, I think the impact is just so much more significant. And, look, there's a selfish element. Let's not fool ourselves. There's a little selfish element to that because by helping other people, you do feel so much more fulfilled and satisfied. So it's a silver lining in there as well.
Yeah. And it's more of the byproduct than the outcome, right? Like, I mean, we have this studio space and it's like, okay, cool. Yeah, it's profitable. But what I really love is sitting here and interviewing people and learning about the story and giving them a chance to like, to share what they have to do or share what they have in their heart to do in the neighborhood, in their industry, in their business, in the community at large. And that's really gratifying to me. So I get that. And I was kind of watching that and it was unfolding in front of me. I'm like, oh, look at that. Check that out.
Yeah. No, it's great. I think putting yourself out there and just being open, honest, very sincere about things, listening to people and, in my line of work in the real estate business, there's a lot of patience that needs to be at the very forefront of things because, people are dealing with potentially the largest investment that they will be making in life. And, in particular, serving the Hispanic community, whether they're bilingual or not, it's still, look, the real estate lingo in the mortgage and real estate business, even if you know English fluently, it's a whole different lingo. So now
whole different dictionary.
It's a different dictionary, right? You're looking things up and you're like, what does that mean? And you're a fluent English speaker. So representing, the Hispanic community and being able to, really kind of dump things down in a simple, digestible way so that they can, make a decision in a more conscious and just confident way is really important.
I want to talk about it a little more because I know it's important to you and it's personal to you. But something I've seen change a lot is that in the Hispanic and Latino community, more people talking about things that maybe weren't acceptable at talking about publicly. Like, oh, that's a private topic. Planning for my end of life is a private topic.
Right.
Doing trust in the state, that's private. I don't talk about that. Yeah. I don't want to talk about life insurance. I don't want to talk about investing money, real estate, because it's like there's stigma around that. It's like, oh, well, if I talk about it, it's going to happen tomorrow. And I know it's in other cultures as well. I mean, our family's Pacific Islander, there's some of that happening there too. And it's like, hey, you know, if I talk about life insurance, I'm going to die tomorrow. Like, no, just stop. The superstition isn't got to rule your life. I understand where it comes from. Yeah. But how important it is for you as a professional in this arena to see that finally people are having these types of conversations, which include buying and selling a real estate, having real estate investments, creating cash flow for the next generation. How gratifying is that for you? And then what do you hope people who maybe haven't started that, what can they start doing now to put themselves in a position of winning?
Absolutely. So at the end of the day, I grew up, you're saying this and I'm thinking, having flashbacks in my mind of, how my dad would never talk about business in front of us, which I never understood why. There's so much that we could have learned from that. And that's why having these conversations are so important, and feeling confident that, a lot of this information that you are sharing with a professional like myself, or, an insurance broker or an accountant, etc. These are people that are there to help you. They're people to help provide the correct information, because at the end of the day, you need to get educated. The education will give you the confidence to make the right decision, and having that open conversation with somebody that you trust. There has to be a very strong element of trust, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But having that conversation is so important because it'll help you get prepared. And like you said, it removes that kind of like stigma of, no, we don't want to have these discussions because they are difficult subjects. So it's important to eliminate that sort of mentality that these are really difficult subjects to discuss. And, at the end of the day, they're not that difficult if you're speaking to the right person.
And I think there's the level of difficulty, absolutely, and it's so important, and it's very personal and emotional for people. At the same time, some of these things have very long time frames.
Yeah.
You're talking about
Absolutely.
Life insurance for 10 years, 20 years. Yeah. Okay, you're talking about buying a piece of real estate. Well, you're not moving out in a month. You're going to be there for 5, 10, sometimes 15,
long-term commitment.
So you're making these are long and big decisions. You mentioned earlier, most expensive decision in their life, most likely. Yeah. Typically, people's mortgage is their most expensive monthly payment. Yep. It's also their biggest tax deduction depending on their other situations. So I think having the right person is important, but I want to pivot that into the community element too. Like, why does it matter that you are such a diehard for the neighborhood that you're serving? Why does that personally matter to you?
Well, first of all, I like to see the people that build up my community, that we're interacting with on a daily basis, that my children are interacting with their children on a daily basis, be successful. We want to see the quality of life improve, and we want to see the people around us make good and positive financial decisions that'll benefit, their quality of life. So that's super important. The stronger we are as a community, the more we're all going to thrive. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I know that nowadays we're all so, we can reach so far with what's going on everywhere in the world because of the internet and social media, and we're all glued to our phones. But these events, going back to the whole Casa thing, when I started attending these events and integrating myself into that community, I felt this incredible sense of relief of meeting people again, after what we had gone through in the last, several years. Just being able to talk and meet people that, live locally. And it's heartwarming, it's incredible, and it's inspiring. It makes you sort of it gives you a purpose. So that to me is the biggest thing, knowing that everybody around us has the tools, the resources to be able to continue to thrive.
Yeah, there's just something energetic and very special about what happens there. And I'm always surprised. I don't feel like at this point I shouldn't be surprised, but I go and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, there's live music now. Oh wait, they have actual dancing happening. Wait, there's food over here. I'm like, there's a lot happening, but at the same time, it's all working.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, look at how much enjoyment people are having.
Yeah.
Look how much they're connecting with each other and helping. And I see them starting to help each. Oh, I can introduce you to this person. I've literally seen people go, hey, come here. I need to introduce you over here to this person.
Yes.
To just make that connection happen. I'm like, this is brilliant.
Well, that's
not to overstate it, but I'm like, this is freaking brilliant.
It really, and I love that, every time we go, there's somebody that wants to introduce us to somebody else. It's incredible, really. It's for myself, for my wife, we've been able to meet so many incredible people, and just again feel like we're there to make an impact together within the community. And like you said, every time we go, there's new surprises. There's something different going on, and I love it because it keeps things fresh, it keeps things entertaining, and hopefully that helps continue to build the community.
I will say this, and people will probably understand online. You're gonna know what I say. Hang on. When people say, "Oh, you have to come out for this experience," usually people are using marketing words to try to convince you that what you're going to go to is an experience, and it might be an experience or not. But when Ricky says it, it's truly an experience. It's not like anything else.
Absolutely.
So it's not funny and tricky marketing language when we're saying, you need to come to the wellness experience on the. No, that is what's going to happen. It's going to be an entire experience. So
100%. I'm really excited about this event, and like you said, it's not just about the experiences and what are the amenities. Like, is there going to be food? What's going to take place? What's in it for me? I'll tell everybody what's in it for you. It's the people that you're going to meet, and something after what we went through that has really opened up my eyes. Meeting new people has just been, to put it in a very simple way, it's just been life-changing. It really has, because it inspires you. It makes you feel, again, like there's so much good going on when we're surrounded by all of these negative, little pieces of news. And when you're just in the trenches with normal people that are living their lives and trying to love and grow and work, I mean, that's just humbling and pretty amazing.
The best way I could put it probably is there's such a vibrant attitude that shows up with the people that are there, and the facility and the preparation fosters that. And then they just go hand in hand together, like, wow, this is amazing.
Absolutely.
Okay, what are you most excited about for the 31st? Is there something you're looking forward to? I mean, I kind of feel like you're saying it's the people, duh, dummy.
Yeah,
it's the people, it's the relationships. Is there something specific that you're hoping to learn about or garner from to help you as a man and a business person, as a husband, as a father? There's all these different facets of wellness that are going to be happening throughout the day. Yeah. Is there something specifically that Alex is looking forward to?
So like you said, the people, first of all, meeting new people. There's some incredible panelists that are going to be representing some wonderful organizations that are really making a huge impact locally and, at a much broader level. But ultimately, I love the fact that we're combining the health, wealth, and kind of business factor, because at the end of the day, that represents balance, right? I mean, if you want to be successful in business as a professional, you need to be a balanced person. We've got family life going on, which pulls you in one direction. You've got your health, which is constantly deteriorating or improving depending on how you take care of yourself, right? But at the end of the day, as human beings, as we age, our health needs a little bit more maintenance than it did the previous day, right? And, the wealth part, it's just this incredible sort of trifecta of balance that you need to learn how to achieve to become this kind of, well-balanced, all-encompassing individual. Yeah. And that's really exciting that we're combining all of those elements there. So I'm looking forward to that.
That's good. Yeah. I think I'm really eager to I'm really eager to hear what everyone has to say. Even in this process of having all these interviews back to back to back for numerous days in a row has been so insightful to me to go, oh my gosh, I know, I see who the panelists are, but then by having these conversations, I'm like, oh wait, there's a lot more detail than I see and thought on the surface. Yep. I'm like, oh shoot, that's going to be super intriguing. That's going to be highly educational. I'm definitely going to learn something from that person over there. And it's been hard for me to pick one thing. I'm asking you, what's something you're excited about? I'm like, kind of the whole thing for me. But the point of everyone has a personal story that they're bringing, and they're motivated by something that's either changed in their life, that they became aware of in their life, or that they're fighting for in their own personal life and their personal endeavor that's led them to start a nonprofit, start a community cause, start a business that serves people going through the same situation. It's very compelling to me, and I feel very honored to be able to sit here and meet all these awesome people that are going to be at the thing. It's one gig to sit up here and be, promo. It's a different thing to sit up here and be like, let's talk about what you do. Let's share with me and learn about it, and then be like, oh my gosh, this person's coming and they're going to share all this. So
and not only that,
it's dope.
I mean, you're gonna get to hear them, speak during their panel sessions. So obviously they'll share a background about not only what they do, but why, they ended up doing that, right? So there's a personal story behind that. But on top of that, once these, panels kind of break up and everybody's kind of commingling, like you're going to be able to speak to these people directly. So I encourage everybody who's attending, go speak. If somebody inspires you, if somebody, really captures your attention, go speak to them in person. That's what makes this event so unique, is that, it's going to be one of the larger events at Casa Hacienda, but at the same time, it's still a very intimate event where everybody's so accessible and just, willing to share their personal story and professional story. So that's something to really look forward to and take advantage of.
I love that everything's at the ground level.
Yeah.
There's not like this 10-foot stage and there's a podium like 40 million feet away and you're looking at someone on a screen. You're right here among each other. Absolutely. And we're looking eye to eye at each other. And I absolutely love that. And I'm so excited to spend that day with you guys as well. I had a wonderful conversation with Angela talking about my brain buddies and the origin of that with your daughter. And I just think it's just so sweet that you guys have taken that moment in life and you're trying to help other families with that too. I just think that's so wonderful and sincere. So thank you for also championing that cause. If you did not yet watch the interview with Angela, go back and watch the interview with Angela as well. You guys are a power team, man. Yeah. Dynamic duo.
Appreciate that.
Hey, y'all better watch out. They're coming for you.
Yeah, we have fun together, and we drive each other and give each other purpose. So it's definitely an incredible journey.
Well, I love seeing husband wife power couples in the community, man. And for good cause and for numerous good causes too, not just one or a couple. You guys are so connected and also doing things that are just so meaningful. So thank you for that. And thank you for coming in today. I want to let everybody know that you can find Alex's contact information in the description box below. If you still need to buy tickets for the event, click the link that's down there that says get tickets. You'll be able to purchase event tickets for Saturday, January 31st at Casa Hacienda. You're going to meet Alex. You're going to meet his wife, Angela. You're going to meet me there. You're going to see all the other panelists, sponsors, vendors, who are doing good things in and around our community. Alex, thank you so much for coming in, man.
Absolutely.
You are,
you.
But just like you took the mic and talked in front of 200 people, I feel like you did this a little too easy as well. You're a stud.
I'm nervous inside. My legs are shaking a little bit.
It's okay. No, watch out for the next interview series. It won't even be me. It's going to be Alex. Ricky's going to ask Alex, and y'all just see me at the event next time.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Great job today. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you there. Bye.
Bye.